Yeah, I'm still on the tip of wishing Mama Rita Marley well and appreciate loving the role that women play and just really wishing well everybody. Let me move on though because we got what we got to deal with. So it's not just Ziggy I could talk to. Talk to my good friend Erica. I could talk to Al Anderson, Junior Marvin. I could talk to the entire Wailers band, Family Man, Aston Junior. Put this and tell people to download the Reggae Dollar. Then you know that 10% is going to the artist, the 15% to the Reggae Dollar agent, who's yourself, and the 15% is going to the endorser, who's yourself. So in reality, you're actually looking at a 40% out of it. 60% goes to the market. In this instance, where does it go to? The soup kitchen. Neisner. You see? What would I take out of that transaction? Maybe I just take a transaction fee, because the thing is, it's negotiable. That's the issue about it. It really puts us in the position of where we can say we are negotiating the value of our transactions, the value of our music on a daily basis, and that's what we're going to become, which means we're going to eliminate the way that the money is a constraint from things happening. You'll have more music out there, you'll have more shows, you'll have more evened out, and more than anything, you'll be able to save the environment. You know, these things are put forward in the letter that I'm sending to UNESCO here in Copenhagen. I'm just gonna have a look at the list of things that I wrote here. We had the Reggae Dollar singular 10%, 15% Reggae Dollar market, and the Reggae Dollar market is going to come there. Interacts with normal existing market forces, structures, and institutions, and it just becomes a bigger player able to secure basic human rights for all, force prices down, free force expenses down, and preserve the environment. So that's the kind of like effect the reggae dollar market would have. So you would have a market that stands for what the reggae lyrics stand for being present there. Somebody told me that the music industry is the place where you speak the most of love and practice it the least. That's why the structure needs to change, because we can't be hypocrites. Especially not when we have the structure to change things and go in there and, cryptocurrency is happening all the while. So crypto is like what you believe, your cryptocurrency. What do we believe? Put that into a currency. What do we aspire to? Put that into a currency. Rastafari, the strong force that it is, the diet, exercise, peace and love. Put that into a currency instead of selling out all those things to a currency that bought our people as slaves. You know. So the judgment is bigger now because Jah has provided a way for us to stop selling out our values to a currency that is putting us down. If not selling it, then at least can get back onto that market, and you got your weight and hold your corner. You come in and say, "Boy, this is the boxing ring now." You understand? So it's heavyweight against heavyweight. See? Yeah. So everybody can do this. Steel pulse can do it. Everyone can do this. Film stars can do it. Football players can do it. They can just say, "Yo, get a reggae dollar. Damn, reggae dollar the thing. Damn, reggae dollar the thing." As of now, where I stand, and I'll be honest with you, these movements that I'm doing are in a sole trader company. Cool Mom Records at the moment is my company, a one-man company. And my daughter has a similar company that is Beat Hive, and we're working together. So this transaction of reggae dollars for the soup kitchen in South Africa in Neisner is going to be handled by me doing the advertising, and the actual finances will actually be handled by my daughter and Beat Hive. And coming from 12 Tribes of Israel, we do this open accounting. And that's what we're going to bring here as Rastafari. Like, look, okay, make everything transparent for all the people to see that, okay, those two people there, the father and daughter from Denmark who did the reggae dollar for the South Africa Soup Kitchen, how did the accounts go? We said, well, we're ready to show the accounts. What is the structure? What is the structure and framework through which we're going to show those accounts? There needs to be something tangible. In this instance, to keep it real and official, I would say the Honorable Olivia Grange, that we would submit the accounting of the reggae dollar to the culture minister of Jamaica, because she took the step towards getting reggae listed on the list of this thing. I keep forgetting it. I have to read it each time. Intangible cultural heritage of humanity. There, yeah. She got on that one, and so we would report to her and say, look, this is what we did with the reggae dollar. Jamaica and the government of Jamaica and the people of Jamaica are the custodians of reggae music, even though the money is making now outside. See, now the other thing is this whole reggaeton industry, right? It's like this thing is taking off in South America. Roots reggae is taking off. You got the reggaeton is making a whole lot of money. People say, no, it's our music. Oh, it may have originated from you guys, but the money is making people still hungry and can't make no money in fucking Kingston and sorry I swore. It means can't make the money in Kingston, and you have this beat and they're saying it's reggaeton. And no reggaeton, man, we know, man, that is dancehall. You know, you're just kind of like appropriating a whole genre, man, and gone with it. When you have a reggae dollar in place and when you have this type of structure, you can go and enforce through law and say whoever, through collective intellectual property rights, through the courts, you can make sure that every release and every transaction of it pays a percentage to Jamaica. Collectively is Jamaican. That's what we call the collective intellectual property rights. That's why in my song UNESCO Reggae, I say every Jamaican is a millionaire, according to this. You understand? So if you get the market up, that means that in theory and reality, every Jamaican should be a millionaire. So whether the government wants to pay out money to every Jamaican as a million, which they can't, as long as through the structure that is the case, it means that now every Jamaican is eligible for a decent loan. You know, a loan is better than nothing, you know, especially if you know you can pay it back. It's good for your country too, because banks must grow. See? So Bob Marley was talking about these things, and I could see that there's certain things that Bob wanted to take to a certain time, certain place. Give it the right time. I'll get round to Bob and Bob's influence on my life, and encounters with Bob's spirit through other people. So everything that I'm going to say about Bob Marley and me is through other living people now who are witnesses to say that, yes, I saw it go, right? And let's leave it at that. Where I'd like to say it, the context where I'd like to reveal these things, really, is if I could come on stage or one of them programs in Jamaica and say, why, here we have Jimmy from Denmark, and he's got the single, and let's talk. Jimmy, how's your life? And whatever, Bob Marley. Then I'll tell you the full story. I'd love to come to Jamaica and do that. Oh my God, I would love that. You know, yeah, I'd love to, man. Yeah. And talk about my reggae experience in Jamaica, Jah Rastafari. So, no, we're not straying. That is the whole point. We're still with the minister. It's Reggae Month, and we're talking about tools, and there's a website out there. Yeah, we, according to the Naisna Soup Kitchen, and you can check with Naisna, with the community Naisna, the Judah Square community, and all other Rasta people who I walked in those areas. I walked to those areas for the soup kitchen, and this is going to kick off on Sunday, so we need to make it happen. So we need to report our accounts to the minister. So we would see where we can submit them best, either online or to the Jamaican High Commission in the UK, or whether they have a an office here, consulate in Copenhagen, I'm not sure, but that's the official place that we, my company and my daughter's company, would report to see, well, how many reggae dollars have we sold. We're expecting it to be like a lot of money. We're expecting this video to go viral. We're expecting all reggae people to say, I'll get a reggae dollar, or I'll download that song from the website. So all this astronomical money that's going to come out of it, we're going to need to make sure that, okay, so when we've taken care of the soup kitchen in Nice, now we'll have to look around the rest of South Africa and say, where else? Who else is doing soup kitchens? Where else do people need to be fed? And that would be the right thing to do in this month of Reggae Month, this month of Joseph, because we all know who Joseph was. Joseph is the one who fed the whole world out of hunger. And Joseph is who? Joseph is Bob Marley. Joseph is Yellow Man. Joseph is Dennis Brown. Joseph is Jacob Miller. You know, the whole heap of Josephs. You know, so in the month of Joseph, you know about Joseph. So we like to make sure that people get fed through the reggae dollar, you see. So that's the structure that I am presenting. That's it in a nutshell. And in terms of whatever practical things that we need to improve the industry in Jamaica, obviously what I say when I report to the minister, I'm talking that as a temporary measure that could be the most official possible. But would like for the minister to like think forward and say, okay, when February is done, we're going to March, and that's International Women's Day. What is up with Zanzibar? Next up, Zanzibar. How could the minister facilitate that the process in Zanzibar towards a global constitution of women, by women, for women, that process begins in Zanzibar? You know, it'd be great if the minister would take that upon, because then we're going into a different area of finances. We're then looking at that possibility of $7 billion a month coming in from a global membership of women to become that big player. So come on, it's not rocket science. 1, 2, 3, let's do it, and let's stop the war and give people life, because we can do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've got to say. But the facilitation of that and all those things, the processes, if the I would need help. Denmark is so progressive. We got so many different institutions, think tanks, and all those things. All that is put forward in the letter to UNESCO here in Denmark, opening up for the different platforms where Danish genius, Danish forward thinking can be harnessed toward this and bring even more value to the reggae dollar. So that's my contribution to Reggae Month, my contribution to my community. And like Bob Marley says that the only thing he thinks about is whether he can be beneficial to society. And that's also how I see it. Though I do music, I'd only want to do music within the uptext or the mantext of being beneficial to my world and you beautiful people, because nothing's nicer than this world. Nothing is nicer than Jah creation. And nothing is nicer than to go out there and see a smile on each and every person. See? Blessed love, Jah Rastafari. Honorable Minister, one more time, thank you for your efforts. See? Love, Rastafari.